Hi there. This video is the tutorial on how to use Google Sheets. Um, this was a special request, so here we go. First of all, I just found some data online, just a survey of some financial information from businesses and stuff like that. And so I'm just going to use this as my spreadsheet. Okay, to begin with, our table here has headings. This first row, if I wanted to highlight it to make it stand out, all I have to do is click on the one, or any row that I want to, you can click on the actual number. Then let's make it bold and let's center it. So over here, center. All right. Now, if I scroll through this list, notice that heading that I highlighted, that I bolded, disappeared. It rolled behind the others. So if I want to keep it where it will stay there, all I have to do is go up to this corner right here, and you'll see these two darkened lines around that first box. Click on it and pull it down however many rows that I want to show up each time. So now that that is there, I can scroll and the heading stays there. Same thing, if I wanted to make a column stay the same, I can put it there, and then as I scroll left and right, which I don't really have a whole lot, but those the labels on that column would stay the same, but I don't want that for here, so I'm going to change that back. Hold on, undo. Grab it, pull it all the way back. There we go. So now I have headings that I can use as I scroll through my numbers. Let's say I want to put these in order based on the value, or excuse me, based on the variable code. Because as I scroll through this, I see I've got 30s, 40s, and then it goes down to zeros, and then it goes back up into 30s and 40s. I want to sort them based on the codes being the same. So what I can do is click in this box right here. It highlights the whole thing. And I can go up to data. And I can do sort range. Now I do have options of sort the entire sheet by column A, or sort the range that I've selected by column A. But what I want to do is I want to sort it based on multiple columns. So I'm going to go to sort range. Now, where I created that first row as a header, I want to select that. And notice when I do, these change to the names of the columns. If this is not selected, then the column names are just named by column A, column B, column C. If I do not select that, then that particular row will be sorted with the rest of the data. I want it to stay at the top, so I'm going to select that it is a header row. Then I want to sort by the variable code next. And after that, instead of saying sort by the next column, which is the variable name, I want to sort by how much it is, its value. So I'm going to add another column. I'm going to select value. And let's say I want, instead of it going least to greatest, I want it to go greatest to least. I can change that to the other way around. So now if I wanted to sort beyond that, I can add another column. This would be column B, and so on and so forth. If I don't want to sort by that, I can just remove it by clicking the trash can. Now click sort, and notice now that it starts over here on the variable codes. These are all the same. And then my values went from greatest to least. Well, if I want to sort by I just want to sort one particular section. Let's say, let's go down here to number 19, purchases and other operating expenses. I can select that particular range, not the whole thing, but that range. Then go to Data, Sort Range. Now I don't have a header row. I have just that section. And let's say instead of the value where it is right now going from greatest to least, I want to change column C to go least to greatest. I would just click A to Z and sort. And notice that these numbers right here changed and went to least to greatest. Okay. Let's say I'm needing to know the mean of a data set. I can go in and select all of the columns. Oh, wait, back up. I'm going to find the mean. Okay. And I'm going to put the mean right here beside this title. I want to click in an empty box. I want to go up here to the summation symbol that says functions. I want to click on average because average is the same as mean. I'm going to click on it. And when I do, it comes up with these parentheses. And now I need to select the range that I want to find the average of. Now, if I want to do the whole thing, I just click at the top, drag all the way down to the bottom. Okay. And there's that. Notice when I did that, it told me that I was going from C2 to C154. In other words, the third column from the second row down to the 154th row, hit enter. And my average value is 98,854. If I want to do median, I'm going to click in an empty spot. Again, I'm going to go over here, but I'm going to go down to statistical. And we're going to go to the M's, and there is median. So I'm going to click on median. Again, it wants me to select the range. So I select the range. All the way down. Almost there. Okay, there's my range. Hit enter. And the median value is 4,471. Notice I did not have to put it in order. It went ahead and did it for me. Okay, next, mode. Now, mode, you have to be careful on. We're going to go back to statistical. I'm going to select mode.mult to see if it will pick multiple modes up. We know that we have at least two 11,872s. We know that we have at least two 4,471 dollars. So we've got a couple of them here that could be modes. So let's choose mode multi. Again, we want to select the range. Okay, and will it give us multiple modes? Let's see here. It said that 0 and 14,972 are modes. Let's look at this, okay? I'm going to, for right now, going to ignore that these numbers match certain values, okay? I'm going to take these three columns. I'm going to sort them. This time we're going to sort that it does have a header row. We're going to sort by the value. We're going to go least to greatest, sort. Okay, so now it says that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So that's possible. I'm looking through. We got 1, 2, 3, 66s. Okay, so that's not good. It looks like it did find the multiple modes. Okay, what was our other mode? 14,972. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So mode, whenever you're looking for the list of all of the modes, you want to use mode multi. Now, you see this first one has that 0.8366. We're talking about money. So if we want to make it look like money, we can go up here to these two buttons. This decreases the number of decimal places, so I can click it down to where it would look like a dollar amount, or I can increase it however I want it. So there's mean, median, mode. Next, let's look at max. Because if we need range, then we need to know what is our maximum value and our minimum value. Okay, hold on just a second. I goofed up here. I'm going to put in, it's got a delay in it. There's max. And we're going to find min. Okay, so max, again, we want to go to our function menu, click on max, and notice the function says equals max and the parentheses. When you get familiar with sheets, you can start writing your own formulas. So we're going to do max of this range again. There's that. Hit enter. Okay. So the maximum was over 2 million. Our min, let's try that. Let's type in equals min. Notice it starts pulling up the formulas. Parentheses. Back up just a minute. Select my range. There's that. Close my parenthesis, hit enter, and there's my min. Now, if I need to find range and I want to write the formula, I know that my range is the maximum number minus the minimum number. I have a sum feature here. Even though sum means addition, subtraction is the same thing as adding a negative. So what I can do is I can select the max cell, hit minus, and select the min cell. And that tells me my range. Okay. There are other features. One thing that is kind of beneficial is copying and pasting formulas and things like that. But if you're interested in that, I can show you specifically or make another video. But for now, there's your mean, median, mode, max, min, and range. Thank you.